We are still a divided nation with political parties seemingly unwilling to compromise on even the smallest of things.
None of us can think of a single thing we can improve on?
Let's begin today's Friday show.
Normally, I don't let Fridays get the best of me.
Happy Friday.
Time to cut loose, right?
I am so excited to be working here.
You're a liar!
Showtime! Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. Chris Evans is ready to hang up Captain America's shield for good. In a New York Times profile yesterday, Evans said, "You want to get off the train before they push you off." The quote not only heavily implies that Evans is ready to retire from the role, but it could also mean there's a higher chance the character could be killed off in the coming Avengers movies. Director Kevin Kline nearly died after a heart attack last month, so he's trying to lose some weight, but his method is pretty unorthodox. In late February, the Clerks director shared a shocking photo on Instagram. There he was, hooked up to an IV, staring at the camera while recovering from a heart attack. Since that clearly terrifying experience, Smith has decided to turn his life around. One of those ways is to lose weight. After leaving the hospital, doctors recommended he drop 50 pounds. So he started eating potatoes. And that's it, just potatoes for 2 weeks. Adding some spices and a little barbecue sauce for flavor. In just 9 days, the 47-year-old director says he's lost 17 pounds. Yep, it's National Chip and Dip Day today. Classic Seinfeld.
What are you doing? What? Did you just double dip that chip? Excuse me? You double dipped the chip.
Double dipped? What are you talking about?
You dipped the chip, you took a bite, and you dipped again.
So?
That's like putting your whole mouth right in the dip. From now on, when you take a chip, just take one dip and end it.
Well, I'm sorry, Timmy, but I don't dip that way.
How you don't, huh?
No. You dip the way you want to dip. I'll dip the way I want to dip.
Give me the chip!
Hey!
Washington, D.C. got several inches of snow yesterday. President Trump built a snowman on the White House lawn, then immediately fired it. Meanwhile, the White House canceled all of Trump's public events because of the snow and because Trump got his tongue stuck on a flagpole. Thousands of flights were delayed or canceled due to the snowstorm in the Northeast. So, I guess your life has been spared for one more day, dogs who had tickets on United. The ashes of the great scientist Stephen Hawking will be interred next to the grave of Sir Isaac Newton. That's pretty cool. Two geniuses together forever. My ashes will probably be interred next to the grave of Shemp Howard. San Francisco has just become the largest U.S. city to ban fur. So what? Now do I have to buy a bald dog? According to a recent study, there's so much cocaine in circulation that there are pretty good odds your hands have traces of the drug. Researchers believe the study help explains the rising rate of addiction among professional palm readers. St. George, Utah has been named the country's fastest growing metro area. The fastest shrinking metro area is Washington, D.C., thanks to all the people leaving the White House. Nearly 500,000 smoke detectors are being recalled for failing to work properly. Yeah, at least one of those should have warned Mark Zuckerberg that he had a huge grease fire going at Facebook. The man who was TV's original Bozo the Clown has passed away at the age of 89. More than 25 family members will get out of a car following the hearse. Time for Nobody Gives a F***. A 7-year-old girl in Oregon found a 65-million-year-old fossil, but she still only got a B in show and tell. Hey, stupid teachers, nobody gives a f***. Scientists report that the world's biggest floating pile of plastic garbage is now twice the size of Texas, but only half the size of Texans' ego. Hey, Texans, nobody gives a f***. And a club for napping has opened in New York City. Now you can sleep in the city that doesn't. Hey, Big Apple, nobody gives a f***. Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of the Reynolds Report for you every weekday. Be sure to check out NSS Live, starring Frank D'Angelo and his celebrity panel of guests, live Tuesdays and Thursdays on NSS.